Baby Reindeer star Richard Gadd's ex-colleague claims he led real Martha on for laughs. A former bar worker at Camden's Hawley Arms, where Richard Gadd met the real Martha Fiona Harvey, claimed she was made into a big joke by staff. Netflix's hit series Baby Reindeer chronicled what it described as the real experiences of comedian Richard Gadd, who was stalked by a woman named Martha Jessica Gunning in the series for over 4 years. Although since airing it seems that the show has deviated from the truth and its version has been forcefully contested by real-life Martha, who has threatened to sue for defamation. After the show exploded in popularity, 58-year-old Scottish lawyer Fiona Harvey claimed she was the real Martha. She has since appeared on Piers Morgan's Uncensored in a viral interview where she refuted Richard's story. Now, one of Richard's former colleagues who claims to have worked at the Camden pub during the same period in 2014 has spoken out on the misogynistic culture amongst staff, who she claims turned Fiona into a laughingstock. The woman, now in her early 30s, told Mail Online that Richard's portrayal of the stalker didn't sit right. "It just doesn't fit in with my perception of working there," she explained. "There was some underlying joke going on. I feel sorry for her. She was clearly vulnerable and clearly lonely. I think she was targeted as a joke between the male staff members, and he led her on for the laughs. She must have got the impression that he fancied her because of this, hence the alleged stalking." In the show, the comedian admitted that when Martha first showed up at the pub, he pitied her and, on occasion, made fun of her until their relationship took a more sinister turn. She believes Fiona was targeted because she was vulnerable and the male staff thought it was funny. She added, "I really feel for her. She's clearly not very well. Why would you pursue someone who's clearly not stable?" There is currently no evidence that Fiona suffers from any mental health problems. The bar worker recounted that Fiona was a familiar face who was always by herself and just looking for human interaction. The staff would talk about her, she said. She was looking for a bit of companionship because there were people to talk to, and I think Richard, played in on that as a joke, and now he's made loads of money out of it, and she's still being the target of ridicule. I really do think it was all one big joke for their entertainment. The former colleague also refuted the scene in the show where Richard, called Dunny Dun in the series, offered Martha a cup of tea, saying, "There was no tea back then." The uncomfortable environment was evident to all who worked there, she continued. There were always jokes about females and people targeting females, trying to sleep with certain people. That was the culture, she explained. "I was subjected to it as well. It made me feel uncomfortable, but you felt like you had to just put up with it in order to get your wages." Speaking to peers about the show, Fiona said that the public attention since the series aired has been horrendous. "It's a work of fiction, hyperbole, and there are 2 true facts in that he's Richard Gadd and was a jobbing barman," she told the TV presenter.